quiet little forest stood a cozy house filled with books from floor to ceiling. Luno the rabbit lived there and loved to read more than anything in the world. Every evening he would curl up with a warm cup of tea and open a new story.
One night, Luno looked out his round window and saw his friends sleeping under the trees. They looked tired and restless in the cool night air. Luno thought quietly for a moment, then smiled a big warm smile.
Luno scurried to the dusty corner of his library and discovered an old golden microphone that shimmered softly in the lamplight. He brushed it gently with his paw and leaned in close. In a soft, warm voice he whispered, "Good evening, everyone."
Luno's voice floated gently through the forest like a warm breeze. His words drifted past the leaves and reached the ears of every sleeping friend. One by one, they smiled softly and settled into peaceful sleep. The sound library had just begun.
The next morning, Pip, the little hedgehog, came running to Luno's door with sparkling green eyes. He clapped his small paws together and said the voice in the night had helped him sleep so well. Luno's heart felt warm and full of joy.
Pip said shyly that he also had a story he wished to share. Luno nodded warmly and welcomed him inside the cozy library. He placed a small cushion in front of the golden microphone so Pip could sit just right.
Pip took a deep breath and began to speak into the golden microphone. His voice was small and gentle like rustling leaves. He told the story of a little flower who was afraid of the rain, and how the rain turned out to be the flower's very best friend.
Outside under the big tree, Mochi and Dew listened to Pip's gentle story with closed eyes and soft smiles. The little flower had found a friend in the rain, just like all of them had found comfort in each other's voices. That night everyone slept especially well.
Mochi the gray squirrel wanted to share a story too, but he worried that he had nothing interesting to tell. He sat under the big oak tree with his bushy white-tipped tail wrapped tightly around himself. His big black eyes looked a little sad.
Luno came and sat quietly beside Mochi beneath the oak tree. He asked gently if everything was all right. Mochi sighed and said he could not think of a single story worth telling. Luno smiled and said every life holds a story if you look closely enough. Luno gently suggested that Mochi look at the world around him. Mochi watched a single golden leaf drift slowly to the ground. He remembered the chilly winter day when he collected acorns alone and discovered a secret hollow filled with flowers. That was his story all along.
That night, Mochi sat proudly before the golden microphone and told his very own story. His voice was warm and full of joy as he described the secret hollow filled with blossoms. Every friend who listened drifted to sleep dreaming of hidden flowers in the snow.
One quiet evening, Luno felt unwell. His throat hurt and his voice came out as just a tiny whisper. He tried to speak into the golden microphone, but no sound would come out properly. He sat sadly at his desk with drooping ears.
Pip, Mochi, and Dew heard the news and hurried straight to Luno's cozy house. Dew draped a soft, warm blanket gently around Luno's shoulders. Pip prepared a cup of warm honey tea with great care, stirring it slowly and carefully.
Dew stood quietly for a moment, then walked slowly toward the golden microphone. In a soft and gentle voice, Dew said that tonight it was his turn to share a story. He had never spoken into the microphone before, but he took a slow breath and began.
Dew told the story of a tiny lost star that wandered the night sky searching for home. This found its place not by being the brightest, but by listening to where the other stars sang from. Luno listened with a full and grateful heart, knowing the sound library now belonged to all of them. Luno felt completely better, and his voice had returned warm and clear. He thought about the night his friend stepped in and kept the sound library alive. He wanted to do something special to celebrate all of them together. A very special broadcast was planned for tonight. That evening, all three friends gathered together inside the cozy decorated library. Paper lanterns in soft colors hung from the bookshelves, casting a warm, gentle glow. Small treats and tiny flowers were placed on the wooden table. Everyone felt a deep warmth inside. Luno opened the special broadcast with a story that featured every single one of his friends as the hero. He told of brave little Pip, who shared his voice, of Mochi, who found stories hidden in falling leaves, and of gentle Dew, who guided a lost star safely home. Everyone listened with shining eyes.
One by one, each friend spoke and shared how much the nightly stories had meant to them. Luno understood now that listening was the greatest gift of all, and that sharing a good story always made the world a little warmer. The sound library would go on forever because it lived inside all of their hearts.